What up? It's your boy T Bear here in Reaction. Now today is usually Music Monday, but this video here I couldn't wait to Wrestling Wednesday for as well too. So it's recently Sportskeeda dropped the video, and think about it, I've been seeing this topic on internet already before Sportskeeda dropped it. Unless it was Sportskeeda dropped it on as a post first, and then decided to make a video for it. So the Cody, somewhat I want to call this the Cody hate. Is more his perspective of it, but this video is pretty much Damian Priest. Is it called Damian Priest? Priest had been a better world champion than Cody Rhodes. Now, of course, the usual folks who don't like Cody or wasn't a fan is the main folks that want to run with this have a field day with this are the folks that either don't like Cody at all, or they think he's boring, don't like Cody as a babyface, a Bloodline fan who still butthurt that Roman lost, or a heel fan that butthurt that Cody won a championship and then he had the opportunity to bully and troll the fans over their disappointment and all that, and the folks that still butthurt we didn't get Rock versus Roman, which we probably won't get this. We originally probably won't get, hopefully, the 41, so folks can shut the fuck up about it. But I'm not trying to be biased or nothing like that. I don't. If it comes up by oh well, it's not really biased. In my opinion, the Damian Priest championship has not been better than Cody, and otherwise it's been slightly equal with Cody with a slight edge. Here's the reason why I say this. Main reason why the championships are where we were in the first place. I said this in my last video with the Nathan Conner video talking about internet wrestling fans are the worst. That draft kind of messed things up a little bit. On the cool. I'm not making excuses. I am dead serious. That draft messed a lot. Even a lot of people on this video. I didn't watch the video. I looked at the comments on this video. And Ross did the video as well too before I decided if I want to watch it or not. That draft messed things a lot. I get why they didn't want to do it, the draft the championship, because a lot of folks was playing about the trade and the title thing. But I thought the main reason why they had the titles being they own not color coded no more was for that to happen. But I feel like Cody should low key still stayed on Raw while Damian Priest could have went to SmackDown. Reason being, there's a lot more heels on Raw for Cody to have to go to be a threat to Cody's title, as for a lot of faces in SmackDown for Damian's title. But I get why they did what they did because of the storylines they're cooking up down the line. The thing about it, a lot of folks are impatient, and the thing about it, it's not really the Cody fans that are mad. Everybody expecting that these are the Cody fans complaining. No. It's the haters, the ones I listed, are pushing this narrative so to influence the Cody fans. The folks seem like it's the Cody fans or the Cody crybabies that are seeing what they see. Because like that ponytail dickhead Izzy Velasquez said on the post that said about this, he said that we knew this time was going to happen. Them ain't like our real fans didn't see this coming. I'm like, first thing first, I'm getting tired of the real fans little BS. The tribalism of fans, I should say, call it something like that. Like saying this person, you're not a real fan if you like this and that, or you're not a real fan. Somebody said that you're not a real fan. You want Roman to lose the title. It's pretty much a heel fan thing. I'm gonna say you right now. Sadly, we are dealing with a lot of wrestlers these days are, fortunately, for villains over heroes as well too. That's another thing, that part of it, the problem as well too. I'm trying to find a post to say something about, it was made up by heel yard, not ironically, heel yard. What that dickhead said, yeah. Somebody said the truth may be because MS cried for Cody for this title run just for it to be his title run be a C fest, like as real fans didn't see this coming. Fuck that guy. Anyway, and anybody else that think like that, including that. Where's the other motherfucker? Because he on some bullshit said that because I shared a post from One Step Wrestling saying what's the worst wrestling gimmick in the wrestling, and then one who been hating on Cody like crazy. This Brennan Beatro's guy from Jobber Series, EMS too. is he's one of the ones I said that's butthurt about Rock and Roman not happening. But anyway, we're dealing with this because I bet you this. If Cody was a heel, the day that Cody going to turn, we're going through the same thing like we went with Roman. Folks was hating on Roman as a face, but as soon as he turned into the trial queen, they was on him, glazing the fuck out of him, on his tribal dick. And I bet you if Cody do the same thing, somehow decide to go with heel, the same ones that was hating on the one that's going to be on his nuts as well too. The prime example, recently Josh Alexander turned heel as well too, and one of the guys, that's his initial supposed jackass, he was because this is when I just joined Travis said and I was against moves and I was off of Josh Alexander and I was happy that Josh Alexander, he was booing the hell out of that. Then all of a sudden when Josh Alexander turned heel on this most recent Slammiversary, he got on his nutsack crazy. Now folks say I'm the same with wrestler. I be on them with their faces. Well, first of all, that's what you're supposed to be in the first place. You root for the good guys and boo the villains, but whatever. But I'll say this though, like I'm ready to hear what Sports Key to say right there, but I totally disagree. I don't think that. I think it's equally. It was one because Cody got cool storylines. The storylines he's giving to Cody might be in a bad space, but he's turning it into good, and his match has been a banger as one too. Damian got storyline had because of Priest Partis, the Judgment Day, again a heel faction, and he's pretty much in the middle of this CM Punk and Drew McIntyre mess as well too. And then the only time he really started being like his storyline really got crazy and we look forward to the match is this thing with him and Gunther right now. Still no lie, the Seth thing was real interesting as well too. Now the Jay thing, because like I said, and then the other thing, like I said, with them, there's been a lot of heel versus heel stuff with Damian 1, but then there's him against faces, but he's been showing signs as a face as well too. That's the other thing. So while Cody, he's been given what he's given, but he's making it work as well too. He's making it work. The AJ feud back, both matches with AJ was fire. Even his thing with Logan Paul was fire as well too. And then the most recent his match with the Bloodline, the current Bloodline is fire was great match as well too. So yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much. It's not on either of the guys the way it is. It's how the situation went as well too after WrestleMania as well too. But let's be real. If Rome with the held title no more, it's still being just the same as this, but even might be worse in my opinion. Cause it's like the same old, same old. I don't think we got this Bloodline Civil War we're about to have going on if Rome was state champion. Let's be honest. But anyway, let's see I already made this thing more than it is already. Let's get to the Damian Priest has been a Better World Champion video with Sportskeeda. Let's get it.
We're now approaching the 4-month mark for both Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest as world champions in WWE. Both of them won their respective world championships on WrestleMania 40 Sunday, but it's actually been a tale of two completely different stories with two totally different circumstances. Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship win was meant to signal his arrival as WWE's new #1 guy, while Damian Priest was thought of as nothing more than a transitional champion. Nobody doubted Damian Priest was deserving of his spot. It had more to do with the fact that Drew McIntyre, Gunther, and Seth Rollins were all hotter at the time. Since Clash at the Castle was set to be held in Drew McIntyre's home country of Scotland, it seemed all but guaranteed that Damian Priest was going to lose his World Heavyweight title. But in a bit of a twist, Triple H and his creative team decided to use that setting and moment to fuel the hottest rivalry in wrestling today, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk.
Now that's the thing. That's what I say. He's caught in the middle of that and on the cool.
Transitional champion argument had little merit to it. Once Senor Money in the Bank turned into El Campeon, he's become better than ever, possibly the best he's ever been.
True.
We would go as far as to argue that he has been the better of the two world champions so far, even better than Cody Rhodes. Why do we think so? Let's get into it.
Stand back. There's a new wrestling quiz coming through. Check out Brain Buster, the daily quiz that tests your WWE knowledge with winning.
Hold on, let's see. Let's go on. All right, let's keep going. No, let it be.
time to see if you're up for the challenge.
Like we said before, the circumstances surrounding Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes' world title reigns couldn't be any different. Context is key, so we should acknowledge the fact that the expectations for Cody Rhodes as WWE Champion were sky high, while the expectations for Damian Priest, not so much. People don't really expect much from so-called transitional champions, so that alone made it a bit easier for Damian Priest to surpass the hopes that people had for his title reign.
Now,
with that said,
being said, that's probably what gave a little edge on him. Like, people like think that if that's not the Cody fans, but still think that because he's proving them wrong. Like, while Cody has not too much to prove, but he's still got something to prove as well too.
We don't want to discredit Damian Priest because he's actually had to overcome a few hiccups in his short title reign so far. The story is being told that while Damian Priest has been the undisputed Judgment Day leader in Rhea Ripley's absence, he doesn't actually want the Judgment Day's help in his matches. Despite this, every title defense of his has been riddled with some interference or the other, leading to a direct conflict of interest. As Damian Priest continues to prove himself as a legitimate world champion, he hasn't been happy with the interferences in his title matches. He's hardly been a bad guy since becoming world heavyweight champion, and it's reflected in the fact that he gave...
Again, this part of it is because, like I said, the draft. Raw got more heels than SmackDown do, so this is like a way. They had no choice but to do that. Well, thank God they're not making as well. Cody be the heel instead. No, thank God they are building other wrestlers to become heels to be a threat, or have them go against somebody that's want the opportunity.
Gave Drew McIntyre a world title shot in Scotland and Seth Rollins a shot as soon as he returned. For the Seth Rollins match in particular, there was the added stipulation that if Rollins lost, he wouldn't get the challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship as long as Damian Priest was the champion. When Seth Rollins got screwed at Money in the Bank thanks to CM Punk, Damian Priest changed the gentleman's agreement to give Seth Rollins another shot at the title should he retain at SummerSlam. So yes, while there is always that asterisk around Damian Priest's title defenses, it hasn't objectively been his fault. He just so happened to benefit from the never-ending crossfire of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. He has never shied away from a challenge.
That's why I feel like that's giving him another. It's like an advantage and a disadvantage. It's a disadvantage because it doesn't make him the focal point of Raw, but it's the advantage because the Drew and storyline, and then CM Punk storyline with him in the mix of it or part of it as well as John line makes storyline better wise, but match wise, again, I feel like Cody has the better match wise. It's just.
And that's why he's managed to earn the respect of so many people.
So what, you want a shot at the world title?
Just 3 years after he debuted on the main roster. The man's been wrestling for like 9 years, and he already feels like he's a 20-year veteran. Even if he isn't going to get a super long championship reign, history will look back on his title run favorably. Damian Priest has always been a reliable guy, and when the opportunity came, he truly stepped up to the plate. It certainly helps that Raw has been hotter than SmackDown for a minute, but let's now explore why Cody Rhodes' title run could have been better. And just a reminder, this is only our opinion. With Cody Rhodes as WWE Champion, the idea was always to give him a run worthy of his coronating moment. After all, we're talking about someone from wrestling royalty, someone who made the bold decision of leaving his comfortable paycheck in WWE to make a name for himself. Someone whose years of hard work finally came to fruition. For 2 years, Cody has been positioned as the guy. He's the one who was chosen to end Roman Reigns' unprecedented run as Universal Champion. But where has it fallen short for him in the 3 months post-WrestleMania? This isn't a knock on Cody's popularity because he's much more popular than Damian Priest is.
At least he's not doing that. It's not like he's popular because the man is over everywhere he goes, man, no matter what.
And will likely be for many years to come.
Yes.
Perhaps it has to do with the incredibly high demands that comes with winning the most prestigious prize in the industry. It doesn't help that he had to follow one of the best championship reigns of all time either.
That's one too.
That plus the popular.
I will say that I always said that WWE did back to something world by making that title with Roman too long for just for the record. I get it. I know they try to make a record, and I wanted to make things up for Roman for the bad book in the past, but it shot him in the foot in the cool. It did. It did. Yeah, I don't care. And even as a wrestler, if he was a Roman fan, you still can say that them doing that, making Roman Reigns' title run that prestigious, we're going to hurt somebody that's going to follow, no matter how popular they are. So yeah, that's the thing. Whether it be face or heel, let's be honest.
Popularity he has occurred over the last 8 years automatically puts him in a position where people expect a lot more from him than they would for a guy like Damian Priest. In terms of his title reign, it hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been turbulent or exciting either. The biggest issue is that it kind of seems like there's no major plan for his title reign outside of Roman Reigns and The Rock.
That's the thing.
With Roman Reigns, there's the trilogy match and a rematch that writes itself, so that's going to be the biggest milestone of Cody's title reign, assuming it happens in the coming months. And then there was the tease of The Rock versus Cody Rhodes when The Rock said on the Raw after WrestleMania 40 that their story was just beginning. That kind of revealed a couple things. Firstly, barring any major injury, Cody Rhodes is almost certainly going to be WWE champion for a full year.
I think
this
so.
isn't very surprising because
I hope so.
Don't make it longer, or at least make it a little past WrestleMania, but don't have it 2 years though. Don't make it more than don't make it 2 years. Well, don't make it two years. Don't make it 2 years. At least a year and a half or something like that, as well as at best. Don't make it super long like you did with Roman as well too, because again, that's what hurt them in the first place.
long championship reigns have become the norm in the Triple H era. It makes sense anyway. When you build a star like Cody for 2 years, why just give him a short, meaningless run? But the second thing that we got from that Rock-Cody interaction is that WWE really has only 2 major benchmark moments planned for his championship run. The rest seems to be filler, and it's kind of showing just 3 months in. The AJ style matches were good, especially the first one, but the second one did not have to end the way it did. It was a disappointing end to their feud. Seriously, of all freaking things, hollow steel steps are what broke AJ Styles and forced him to say I quit? Come on! Triple H's approach involves a consistent, structured way of storytelling with the aim of a bigger payoff, but the trade-off for this is that it involves a lot of predictability. The game is in it for the long haul, and to his credit, it's one of the biggest
That's why I'm not mad at it as well too. I feel like it's slow cooking, but like saying folks saying impatient one, because let's not forget we still got Orton. We still got the potential with him and Orton as well too. Let's not forget about that.
Reasons why WWE is red hot right now. That's why we saw the Bloodline feud, the 6-man tag team match at Money in the Bank, and Cody getting pinned by Solo Sikoa. It's all likely ending up to Roman Reigns' big return. The strategy seems to be to occupy Cody with one feud for a few months. This could work, but a bit more needs to be done to build up excitement for it. The best example of this is his match against Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam. Solo not being ready is a different story, but it's kind of disappointing to see Solo in that spot instead of Roman Reigns in the main event of SummerSlam. It's not a good idea to build a championship reign off of just 2 major matches, especially when the title run is possibly going to last for a whole year. We've seen Cody in 2 rivalries so far, and it hasn't been the most exciting championship reign. It's not his fault, but WWE needs to start putting more effort into the feuds that we know Cody will win, because if not, his run will continue to be underwhelming. The main reason why Damian Priest has arguably been a better champion is that the expectations weren't as high for him to begin with. But his character at the moment is also progressing a lot more than Cody's, so that makes it exciting knowing that he could potentially be slotted into becoming a good guy and potentially splitting from the Judgment Day. There seems to be a plan in place for how the rest of the year could go for Cody, but it's not very clear. It could just be him feuding with Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, a War Games match at Survivor Series, and then a different rivalry for the Royal Rumble. Either way, given that people want more out of him as a WWE champion, the solution is simply to intensify the rivalries by adding big moments and big stakes with room for a few unexpected surprises time and again. It's hard to create moments where you genuinely think that Cody is going to lose his title, but they've managed to do it so many times before with Roman Reigns, so it's not impossible. Cody having a character change altogether makes no sense for the foreseeable future, but there has to be more work put into it to get his character forward and make changes on that front too. The same Cody we've seen in the past 2 years won't be enough to sustain his popularity as WWE champion. It's gonna be interesting to see how history remembers Cody Rhodes' reign. Thank you for watching.
So I'm glad he didn't make it like what certain haters would do. He actually put it into perspective, and it's true. Reason why Damian, hold on, make sure. Yeah, make sure. Reason why Damian's reign was pretty cool again, because it's unexpected. Like they didn't expect him to last the way he lasted, and there's even thought that they may think he's actually may win against Gunther. I feel like they might still have him lose just to take that back to shock as well too, and I feel like Cody. And there's rumors that there's folks who want Cody to lose at SummerSlam was just for to win it back. So no, I mean just to bully fans to see them cry, to get off of fans' disappointment and all that as well too. You know how it is. But at the same time, I feel like Cody should win with Roman costing Solo by a distraction or something like that. Don't let her say touch him. Don't touch Solo. Just have the distraction or some shit like that. For him and Heyman as well too. Let that happen as well too. Or even Jay. Even Roman will be here, at least Jay. Or that's Jay gonna come this Friday and cost the Bloodline Review their tag title match as well too. But yeah, other than that though, I like how he put it. He didn't put it in no biased way. He just kept it. He kept it to the middle. He understand why and he understood why the way is, and just like how the people in the comments are understanding why the way it is. As well too, you still of course gonna have some folks saying that Cody's boring and all that blah 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 just because they asshole. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. No matter what. But other than that though, comment down below. Do you agree that Damian Priest World Championship was better? It's better than Cody, or you feel like me is equally with slight edge for one or the other as well too, or even better, do you think Cody's title run is still better than Damian Priest? You just Damian realize it seemed better because of the expectation being low. Comment down below. Other than that, if you like my reaction and my thoughts in the beginning, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.